Okay. Is it on? Okay. Hello. Welcome to this live coaching on Wednesday. My name is Tyler, aka Coach Ty, and I'm here to talk to you about why you should stop forcing yourself to exercise and what you should do instead so that you can have long-term consistency. Now, before I get into it, there's going to be so many people like, well, why'd you tell somebody not to force themselves? I've seen people in this group, in real life, past clients telling me about their experiences, really like become unhappy in the process of getting and staying fit. I've seen people cry. Like while getting dressed, they're literally crying because they just don't want to do this. Have you ever had that situation where you're battling yourself? You're like, okay, I want to work out, but your brain and your body is like, no, we're not about to do that. And you're like, but I want to. And you're like, do you really? And it's just battle, right? There's just resistance happening inside of you. And you have to choose which one to listen to. I'm going to tell you why that is real quick, like why you feel like you have to force yourself to exercise in the first place. And it's because of your nervous system, your brain. Your brain really runs the show a lot of the time. It's designed to keep you comfortable. It's designed to keep you safe and designed to like not stress you out. I know, but our brains do. But that's a different conversation. But the primal reason our brains are here is to keep us safe and comfortable. So exercise often feels like the opposite of that, right? So if you're a beginner, this is not for you if you like been exercising forever and whatever. Like, okay, we get it. This is for people who have trouble staying consistent in a way that feels good. So that's you. This is for you. Your brain is resisting exercise because there's no lion chasing you. Let me take off. There's no lion chasing you. Why are we going outside to run? Right? It sees exercise as a threat because it's getting your heart rate up, it's making you use all this energy for what? Your brain does not understand why you want to use all this energy, stress your body out, and there's no danger. We know that there's danger in not taking care of your body, but your brain can't see an imminent threat. And that's another thing. Your brain really thrives off instant gratification. So if there's an instant reward, then your brain is down to do it, most likely. For example, I have ADHD. I was diagnosed at 27 years old, and that just made my life make so much more sense, but that's a different story. My brain does not release dopamine the way a normal brain does. Dopamine is that like reward chemical. So like you say you're going to do something and you do it and you like good job me. That does not happen for me. There's no good job me. There's more like, oh gosh, oh okay, I did it. You know, even something that will take you 2 minutes could take me like 2 hours because I'm just like, ugh. So I know how it feels to feel like you have to force yourself to do something. Even if you don't have ADHD, I know how that feels more than a lot. So I had to learn how to hack my brain, and you're going to have to learn how to hack your brain so that exercise does not feel like such a chore. It doesn't feel like this horrible thing that you have to do. I talked to this one trainer, and she was like, oh, why would you say that exercise is just like going to a job that you hate? You still got to do it. First of all, no, because going to a job that you hate, you do that for an instant reward. What is that instant reward? A paycheck. You get paid hourly or you get paid every 2 weeks or whatever. So there is an instant reward. Now you have this money, you can turn on the lights, right? You can eat. So that is a different situation. And there's so many people in horrible jobs that I empathize with them. That's not the same thing. Being able to exercise is actually quite the privilege. I'm digressing because I got a little irritated thinking about that conversation. It is not a horrible, gruesome thing. It does not have to be. So let's get into it. Why you should stop forcing yourself to exercise. Because when you force yourself, you're creating this pattern in your brain that exercise is a horrible experience, and the only way to do it is to force yourself to do it. And when you do that, you are creating this pattern to where you're going to burn out. Burn out means your nervous system is just going to shut down. It's like, I'm not doing it. No. Like, there's going to be a point where you're not going to even be able to make it do it. Like, there's going to be this battle so strong in the nervous system, the brain is going to win. Because you created this relationship with exercise to where now it's a horrible thing. You have to force yourself to do it all the time. Now, discipline works for many things. I don't think forcing yourself works for exercise for long term. If it worked for you, that's great. I hope you are really a happy and relaxed type of person. I am not a type A person. I don't feel like I have to control all of these things and have discipline for everything in my life. Like, I am more free-spirited. So forcing myself to exercise takes the spirituality and the life out of moving my body. And when I think it should be something that we enjoy, especially as humans, because humans are designed to move. We are designed to move. The only reason we work out now is because we sit so much, right? Our lifestyles don't call for us to exercise or to move around as much. Before, we were hunting, gathering, we were nomads, we were always doing something. We were lifting things up, we were building houses. Like, we don't do that anymore. So now we exercise, we work out to like offset that. And our brains have not adapted to that yet. Our brains still in primitive land. Our brains are still 10,000 years ago. You feel me? So it's like, why are you doing all this? We got this house, we got TV, we got chairs. Why are you making life so complicated by exercising? So yeah, stop forcing yourself to exercise because it's not good long term. And I as a fitness coach, I would like to help you be happy as well as healthy. And I don't want to push you so much that you want to burn out and you want to cry. Like, this is not the Marine Corps. We're not at military boot camp. And a lot of those people do that because they have no choice and they need to make money. But let's not talk about that. I grew up in the military, so different conversation. So yeah. That means, what should I do instead, Coach Ty? Okay, I understand why exercise feels like such a chore. And I understand why I shouldn't force myself to do it. But what should I do instead? Well, next week I'm going to go into this in detail. But you need to figure out a way to make exercise less a chore. You need to figure out a way to hack your brain so that exercise does not feel like something that it needs to resist. It needs to go with the flow. You need to create a flow with your brain to where it's like, okay, yeah, I can do this. I got this. Okay, I can do this. No resistance here. No resistance here. Yeah, let's do it. When you create that for yourself, you see how that's instant gratification. Your brain's like, yeah, let's do it. That's creating good patterns. Our brain works on patterns. Now you created a pattern like, oh, exercise is okay. Oh, okay. So that is key. Once you can break that and you can hack your brain's on board, then you can start adding more rigorous stuff and you can really challenge yourself, because now your brain is familiar with exerting that much energy, and it knows why it's doing it. So it's like, okay, but if you are still at a place where you can't be consistent because you keep saying, oh, I'm gonna do it next week, Or, oh, I'd rather just sit here and scroll on Instagram or Facebook. Or, oh, I'd rather just sit here and think about exercising more than actually doing it, right? All those things tend to happen because your brain is literally trying to get out of it and resisting it, and it'd rather do something that gives it more of a dopamine release. So that is, I said I was going to try to keep this under 10 minutes. It is 10 minutes and 20 seconds. So come back next week. I will be posting same time, same place, live. What to do, exactly what you should do to make exercise feel like less of a chore. How to hack your brain to make exercise feel like less of a chore. That's what you got to do. Let's talk about it. Ask questions in the comments. Have a conversation. If you don't agree with this, that's fine too. You can talk about that, whatever. I'm down to chat. Okay? And I will see you next week.